I could use many different and interesting, curiosity-provoking pieces of information and various openings to keep you in this video today. But none of that matters. I thought that those watching this channel think from the very first video that all of them are made by an artificial intelligence. And because of this, I thought it would be best to introduce myself to you, and then to prepare content that could genuinely be useful to you in this video, and in all the videos I will share from now on. I am a fellow from Azerbaijan, and I truly want to give you information from the dusty pages of history. However, recently, even though I have shared approximately 30 to 40 videos, my view counts are very low. And I wanted to ask you, what topics are you interested in and what would give you more pleasure to know? Because I genuinely want to be useful to you. I have started preparing videos about how objects that were never known in history, or more accurately, never considered important, changed the history of finance. However, these were not watched very much by you all. And before that, I compared financial movements in history with the present day. And that did not get many views either. For this reason, I wanted to be on the same page with my viewers one-to-one. I am asking you, please state this in the comments. Whatever financial history topics you enjoy watching, I will work on those for you, and in doing so, I will have produced useful content for you. The topic I wanted to cover today was actually weapons and similar things that changed financial history. Because from the Stone Age all the way to the present day, people have always done things to arm themselves and to protect themselves. They did this whether to protect themselves from Stone Age animals larger than themselves, or to protect themselves from the attacks of rival tribes. But what is the real truth? Where does a human being get the instinct to protect themselves? And why do they get it? Think about it. Today, not like a tribe, but like a family. What is your shelter? What is your weapon? Your primary weapon is your home. The walls of your home and the fences of your garden protect you and tell someone else that this space belongs to another. But when you think about this at the level of states, real weapons come into play. Because states are not simply surrounded by fences. Some build border walls stretching for kilometers. Some surround their borders with very powerful weapons. Some have very powerful air defense systems, and some have very powerful spies. So how did these things mature throughout historical periods? How did they become increasingly clever and developed? In the early times, spears were made only from wood and tree branches. Then in the Bronze Age, pieces of iron began to appear at their tips, and likewise on arrows too. Then things advanced a little further. Poisons were applied to arrows and spears, swords were created, but all of these were for close combat. If the enemy was greater in number, how could this be overcome? And so range combat arose here, and arrows were developed further. But this was not enough either, because shields had been developed on the opposing side as well. Following this, catapult systems and large spring-loaded launchers for hurling great stones were built, and this helped reduce the enemy to a great extent. But it was still not sufficient, because no matter how much they advanced, none of these fully achieved a decisive outcome. Explosive substances began to be used, and these provided an advanced level of power in today's rockets, weapons, and air defense. So what does what I have described have to do with finance? Let us take the present day, the Iran, America, and Israel war. If you look at this through only a single window, you might fall into the thought that it is about preventing the Iranian state from building a nuclear weapon. What are the real truths then? Iran supplies 80% of China's oil purchases. And today, who is America's greatest rival? Naturally, China. In addition, Israel and America have their own nuclear weapons. Is this not itself a threat to the world? Behind all of these, there are various perspectives that can be looked at from different windows and through which all three sides can be seen as both right and wrong. But what was important was this: objects that were never considered important and were looked down upon throughout history can continuously change financial history. I do not want you to see me here as an Iran sympathizer and as an enemy of America and Israel. I offered a perspective from my own point of view, and for me, the state that is right is only the state that can achieve peace without weapons. Without straying from our topic, I would like to say this. My friends, we can learn many things together. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share your thoughts in the comments.